Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to Aurora 4X. We are just about to design our amazing warships! We've just done, like, all the tech. We just need to actually research the things. It's so tempting to use Space Master mode for this. I can see why people do it. Because it takes people away from jobs you actually want them to do. So we need to do the chain kills magnetoplasma drive. That will actually take a while to do. That's not a simple task. Luckily, we have someone on that task. That'll be done on the 22nd of July. Let's go 30 days. Mineral shortage. Well, you're not going to have much more fun once we start producing giant warships. We've actually got some research labs spare, so we should probably start doing some of our sensors and fire control. So show me the sensors and fire control person. Excellent. 0%. How great. I've got these buttons left. Oh, I'm not going to do it, but I really want to. I'd like to hear your comments down below about whether I should do that in future. Because honestly, I just find it annoying at this stage. I'm like, I want to build the warship, but no, you gotta do the research, the fiddly small research. Actually, that's not fiddly small research. That's actually got quite a lot of research points. Okay. Right, let's queue. And I don't have anyone who does sensors and fire control. Ugh. Right. We had another one, didn't we? Did we not make an EM sensor? Because we've got... Oh, there we go. EM detection, missile, thermal. And this is the active search sensor. That's fine. Afterwards, do we have any more drives to be done? I don't think we do. So after the 22nd of July, we should be fine. There we go. Done. Okay. Now, it wasn't anything in construction production that needed to be done. What about defensive systems? Yes, the Kidvidu Corp. We'll put 10 scientists on that. Energy weapons. We don't want any energy weapons, really. Logistics. No, I was just wondering if we had our... it's probably under missiles, the magazine. There we go. So yeah, we want to research the chipmunks. We also want to research the warhead magazines. So you... And honestly, just take those 20 labs and just do it, because you've got a lot of stuff to do. Oh, crap. Did I hit instant? I may have done. I have turned Space Master mode off. It just hasn't recognized it here. Yeah, I'd like to research. I'm not sure what I instanted. Chipmunk. Cue that. Then the Doug. Then the J-Cron launcher. Followed by the next J-Cron launcher. Okay. And after that, power and propulsion. We've already done. Oh, we haven't done the military jump drive. Wow, that search sensor is going to take a long time. That is annoying. There we go. We've got the fire control. So, boop. And we should, if we check research, have all of the things. So, we've got all the things there. We've got all the things there. Defensive systems, we've got all the things there. Energy weapons, we don't have an energy weapon. We're not using any. Logistics. Don't do anything there. Missiles. We've got everything there. Power and propulsion. It's annoying that you've got your, like, racial text mixed in with these. It's annoying. You just can't. You have to look for everything and be like, did I research everything? Right, close. Right. Ship creation time. Do I have that open on another screen? I think I might have. Right, let me... Yes, bring it down. Right. So, I would like new. And of course, our intrepid explorer out of the solar system, which one should... I don't know, which one should the Craig Entwistle be? Should it be our intrepid explorer, or should it be our tough, mean, fighting warship that doesn't have a jump drive? Probably the tough, mean, fighting warship. So, firstly, I want to design the one with the jump drive. That's probably going to be the important one, because that's going to have a lot of sections taken up. So this will be the Graceland. So it's the N Graceland, but I'm just going to shorten that to Graceland. So we would like new, we've done that, illustrious, rename, Graceland class. Okay. Cruiser, yes. Is there a designation for a exploration cruiser? Escort cruiser, exploration ship. You're just a cruiser, really. Beam defense-based bombardment cruiser. Command ship. I guess you are a sort of command ship because you would have the extra sensors and stuff. Just going to double check there isn't something a bit more applicable to us. Heavy, you're not a heavy cruiser. Or maybe you're a cruiser and they're heavy cruisers. Jump cruiser, there we go. Jump cruiser. Right. Ship. Yep, don't want the conscripts on. Graceland. Let's start playing with your design. So, we would like large engine. Yeah, we're just going to go 15,000 kilometers a second. It's fine. We'll get rid of the fuel storage large because I think we'll need an ultra large at this rate. Because this puppy's got to get around. Now, first things first, let's just add on our ridiculously sized Vinco B engineering jump drive. Because that's a goodly portion of the ship. Next, we want our... Is it the 302 magazine that's the best magazine? I think it's the 302, which is an explosive chance of 10%. Yeah. We also want search sensors, so let's put the active sensors on. Which I believe is you. Yeah, because he's 70% hardened. Then I'd want thermal sensors, EM sensors, geological survey sensors, and gravity survey sensors. They're going to take a little while, but that's fine. We could add more. How much space do you take up? 300 tons. We'll see what we can fit on later on. Shields. We'll come back to that later. Cargo, cargo, cargo. Jump gate construction module. How much do you weigh, by the way, out of interest? Yep. That'll take time. Ship tractor beam. It might not be a bad idea to give these a ship-to-ship tractor beam, actually, so that they can tractor, if need be. Because they're going to be more efficient. So let's do that. And then let's start having a look at ultra-large fuel. What will this give you in terms of a range? Military vessel. Yes. Detection. There we go. Range. 161 billion kilometers. Which, if we compare it on the map... He's only there. Ooh. Now this is tricky. That's not enough. If it can only pop to Saturn, that really is not going to be enough to get around a solar system. I was thinking we'd be aiming for Pluto, which is more like 5.6 billion. Oh, sorry. Did it have 100 billion? Let me just double check that. Ah, 162 billion. Right, so that's different. 162 billion is like, right. So that's 20. That's 2 billion. Now we're talking 5 billion. So what's the third thing we've got away on the map? $26 billion. So that's to Brooks and back. Now remember, some subsystems might be larger than ours, but I think that is probably bigger than we need, even for our sciencey ship. So we can decrease that ultra large. We'll make it a couple of very larges. Now we are up to over half our tonnage already, and we've got no weapons or armor, and we want an armor rating of at least 3. I'm gonna go for 5. And then let's start talking about fire control. So we need 2 types of fire control. We get normal fire control and our anti-missile fire control. So we should have gravitational, geological, active, thermal, EM, 2 types of fire control, loads of armor, jump drive, 1 engine, which we're still getting a reasonable turn of speed out of. It's a question of, do we want 1 engine or do we want 2? Because 1 engine, if it breaks down, we are screwed. If we can fix it on site, great, but if we can't, we're dead in the water. Engineering spaces, maintenance storage bay. What do you do, Mr. Maintenance Storage Bay? Why don't you tell me about yourself? No? Okay. Maintenance storage bay. Maintenance storage. Chance of repair, damage control. That's the one I wanted. Damage control will give us a chance of repair. That reduces the rate of failure, and that gives us supplies that will extend our ability to hold off failure. I don't really want anything down here. I honestly think we might have to go for 2 engines. Now, not 2 of the engines we've currently got, although that's very, very tempting. Actually, it might be. What if we add 2 engines that we've currently got? 6,000 kilometers per second. We might be able to make this work. Let's have a quick look. Right, we'd want something like a damage control. We'd then want maintenance storage bay, because we look at our average failure rate. That's way too high. And engineering. So let's add some engineering. %200% chance of failure. And maintenance storage bay. Maintenance life, that's how long its supplies are intended to last. We don't want to do particularly long missions, although it will be out for a while. This is our, our non-fighter after all. So what I think we should do is have 10 maintenance storage bays to be able to last 4 years. So after 4 years, ship has to turn around and come back. Armor, we could skimp a little bit on armor. Because we do want to get guns in. Right, so if we go for 1, 2, 3, 4 of those missile launchers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those missile launchers, and then have 2 magazines. That's probably not much. How much would a troop transport bay take up? Just out of interest? Yeah, too much. And the average failure rate is ridiculously high. More engineering spaces might bring that down a bit. Where's engineering spaces? Is damage control? No, damage control doesn't help that. It's just a chance of repair. Where to put damage control? Defenses. Engineering spaces. Right, 200%. So it'll fail twice a year on average. However, look at that. We're now we're a little over 4,000 over our limit. So I'm going to probably pull back on some of our missile launchers a little bit. So we'll have 2 anti-missile launchers and only 2 offensive launchers, which is not helping very much. Armor could drop down to 4. Doesn't help very much. I prefer to have it a little bit higher. I think it's the engines we've got to worry about. We don't need that speed. 3 kilometers a second is probably what I'm going to aim for. 4 kilometers is not necessary. And certainly, this has to keep up with the rest of our fleet. So we want it to be, you know, nippy-ish. Yeah. Effectively, we have to drop an engine. Which means I want 2 engines. Because I do not want an engine going down and being like, right, we're dead in the water. I want to be able to limp home. Is there anything else here we could drop? We could drop a little bit here and there. It could have no anti-missile defense. Rely on the ships around it. I don't think that missile fire control takes that much space. 200 tons. And then the launchers themselves. I guess every little helps. It's annoying, but... We're still over the limit, and I've only got 1 engine right now. And I was hoping for 3 kilometers per second. We'll have to start dropping some of the maintenance storage bays, etc., I think. We've got 2 magazines. Oh, we could drop a magazine. There we go. Yeah, okay, we can make this work. We can make this work. Right, if we have the extra engine we talked about, we're a little bit over, but not as crazy over as we were. Okay, so let's make another engine. This other engine we can make smaller. So, what is the current stats of this engine? It doesn't say how big it is. It says in terms of rating, etc. Size 50. There we go. So right, new tech, and I'm gonna use GM mode to just make this because I can't be bothered to go through this over and over again every time I want an engine. Jump engine, no. Missile engine, no. Thermals, etc. Blah 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 blah. It'll be under E for engine. Engine. Fuel consumption. We're gonna pop that up a little bit. Thermal reduction. And then we're going to go with something about the size of 30. 35? Yeah. Maybe 40. We do want them side by side, and they give us a fuel economy if we make them bigger. Right. So this puppy should put out a reasonable amount. It still drinks fuel pretty fast. Honestly... We'll have to make it work. Right. We can't just add more engines that are efficient to keep up because we don't have enough space. Oh, it's a horrible world where it's trying to do everything with this engine. It's trying to be efficient. It's trying to be able to get the range, and it's trying to be able to keep up with its fellows. And it can't quite do all of that, which is frustrating. Might make a variant that's a long-range search variant later, but for now, we'll have to make it do. Don't know if I want to increase the engine power. Point 1. So yeah, 700 EP. Shane kills. Shane kills. Create it. Then I am going to be a massive cheat. Research, instant, race-specific text. Done. Class design. I would like to refresh text. There's a button for refresh text. It is here somewhere. Refresh tech. Right, got a new engine. So let's get rid of that old engine. And chuck 2 of these puppies in. So we are getting 3.4 kilometers per second. And we are a little bit over on our weight limit. 3 launches. We're only 4 layers of armor. I could bring it down to 3. I need to increase the deployment time as well. So yeah, we'll have to do that. Oh, look at the amount of supplies! No! Don't do this to me! Do we need to make a lighter engine still? I mean, currently, what's our range with these engines? Engine. No, it's fuel we want. It's a derivative. 44 billion. So we've gone from having a range measured in the hundreds of billions to having a mere 44 billion, which, to be fair, is still 40. Oh, God damn it! Still there and back. Just, but there will be places bigger than us, and that makes me worried. Actually, I don't think we're going to have the capability to do this. Maybe we'll have to make it so that the fleet is going to be a little bit slower. Yeah, let's make an engine dedicated to this ship. Engine. The efficiency drop. So that should be a little bit more efficient. Fuel consumption halved. Thermal signature reduction. Engine size. Make it 25 and we'll have 2 of them. Rather than, no, it's 30 of 2 of them because we've only got 40. And this is the Shane kills. Create. Right, let's open up our ship creation screen. Oh, no, we need to do research first. Research. Bam. Instant. Yes. Then I want to do ship creation. I want to refresh tech. Let's get rid of those. Let's get the Shane kills. 2.4 kilometers a second. It is a slower cruiser. No doubt about that. But when we engage the enemy, we can just let it fall behind, and we'll have to engage them if we need to. Junction engine is too small for this design. That is fine. That is because we have a lot of supplies. Bam. A crew of 500,000. 520 crew. We have a speed of 2.4 kilometers a second, which is okay. It's not certainly the thing we've had to compromise on, including armor, which is now 3, and including weapons. To be honest, it was trying to be a jack of all trades, and this is what happens when you try and be a jack of all trades. It is, however, packing some reasonable survey stuff. I mean, we're only packing 1 of each, but it can do its job. Maybe we'll make some dedicated survey ships later that can be classified as civilian, and thus can be bigger. That's actually a really good idea. This is our military survey ship. It's the first point of contact if we have an enemy. But if we don't find an enemy, cool. Send in the civilians. We'll do a civilian ship next time, I think. So this is the Graceland. Excellent. Let's make a new copy. Do we want to even copy it? Yeah, let's copy it. And let's rename this. And this is the memory of the Entwistle? The Spirit of Entwistle. The Spirit of Craig class. In memory of our great governor, Craig Entwistle. Spirit of Craig. You are not a jump cruiser. You are... It's almost tempted to put heavy cruiser. We're just cruiser for now. Cruiser. We will remove the jump drive. And that is one of the first things that's going to make a massive difference here. We're also going to remove those engines. We're going to give you these engines, the powerful ones. We're also going to take off your survey sensors. We can dump the tractor beam. And I believe we're going to need to... Oh, I need to go back and have missiles on the last one. I'll do that off camera. Just fill it full of missiles. We need to have... Right, what do we need in terms of fuel? We can talk about fuel one with full, probably. Right now I've got a range of 51 billion kilometers. It's okay. It's not a great operational range. Missile fire control. Yeah, we need one that can shoot down incoming missiles, so that's that one. So the Chaos Core range 1 million kilometers. Really, range 1? I thought it was 20. Oh, resolution 1, sorry. Yeah, 70%. You can see a size 6 at 2 million kilometers. There we go. And let's add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then in terms of its actual offensive firepower. Right, now we're starting to get to an area where we're going over our weight limit. So armor rating of 5, for sure, that's like a minimum here. The engines, that range is pulling a little bit. Maybe we'll Where are my engines? Engines. I've gone past them, haven't I? Yep. Also, I need another magazine. Minimum 2 magazines. Here we go. Engine. 3.3 kilometers. 3.4 really. Just a little bit over that. Deployment time for these, they're not meant to be deployed for a long period of time. They aren't. 1.5 years. Max. Annual failure rate. We can probably decrease the amount of maintenance supplies we've got. Maintenance storage bay. I don't need a maintenance life of 8 years. I need a maintenance life of 1.5. Oh. There we go. Get rid of all of those. It carries enough anyway. Damage control, etc. Average failure rate, 82%. We can decrease the number of engineering spaces then. Because most of this time is going to be spent in orbit. I just got rid of the bridge, didn't I? Yep. It's because it keeps changing. Right, let's grab a bridge. And look at that. We've got rid of a lot of that maintenance stuff, and suddenly we can pack in a lot more firepower. And the speed. Oh, look at the speed now. This puppy's going to be brilliant. It's a good range. I'm going to upgrade our engines to the 960s. Then, maybe an extra layer of armor. Costs us a kiloton, but I think it's probably worth it. Do we need to account for ordnance in weight? Oh, we might do. That would be terrible if I have to go back and adjust that. Magazines. We might need another magazine. We'll have to check on that one. I was thinking there was something we could probably add here. Shields. Yes. Let's add 10 Kubidu gamma shields. And I want to try and get some more size 6 missile launchers on if possible. What's our range right now and our speed? Speed's still above 5,000 kilometers a second, which is pretty damn good. Average failure rate is certainly high. I think we need to add back a few of those engineering sections, because right now that failure rate means we'll fail probably in the away to a mission. Maintenance storage bay. Maintenance storage, no, it is engineering space. That's more acceptable. I'm going to go for maybe a little over 100. Yeah, okay. Let's look at ordnance then. Capacity available, that's good. Right, we want the faster ones, probably. I believe it's this one and this one, which are our puppies now. Yes, so I would like to have 100 of this. Is 110 of those going to be okay? You've got 8 launchers. That should allow you to launch about 12 waves. It should be fine. Get rid of another 10. And then in terms of this, there we go. I think it might be beneficial to have another magazine. Yeah, it doesn't count towards weight. Which is great. More missile launchers would be tempting. But I think another magazine would be called for. Right. I think I can't get an extra layer of armor on it. Oh, I can! Oh, 1 layer of armor. And it goes 4,800 meters per second. Has a range of, range is important, 68 billion kilometers. I think I might need to go back to the Graceland and rethink its design a little bit. Just make it a jump ship, no survey sensors, and get someone else to do the surveying. Like a civilian ship. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be the case. Let's add an engineering space to top that out. So our average failure rate is, annual failure rate is 133%, with a maintenance life of 3.26 years, with supplies for about 1.5 years. Could we buff that a little bit. How many engineering spaces do we need to get rid of? 2. That's fine. So, maintenance life of just under 3 years. Deployment time of 2 years. It has a speed of exactly 4,800 kilometers per second. 7 layers of armor. Shields of 20. Any other important stats? Yes, it's range. It's just a tad under 67 billion kilometers. I think it's pretty damn sexy. I am liking the Spirit of Craig. We will have to go back and rethink the Graceland, though. So the Graceland, we're going to need to get rid of some of your stuff. For instance, gravitational and geological survey. Maybe even the ship-to-ship tractor beam. Yes, we'll have to do that. Engineering space, etc. Do I want you out for long-term, detachment time? I don't think so. I think you should now be relegated to working with the fleet. And get rid of some of the maintenance supplies. Basically, you've become a command vessel type thing. Well, a jump vessel. Damage control, excellent. You'll definitely need to buff your armor if you're going to be a actual fighting vessel with a jump drive. Chaos Core missile fire control. You don't have any anti-missile missiles. Since you're a fighting vessel, you should have anti-missile missiles. We'll also get rid of your crappier engines, because if you're going to be a fighting vessel, you need to come up to snuff. 4 kilometers per second. Yeah, that's acceptable. We could get rid of one of those and add a 960. Only one type of engine. Oh, okay. Wait, what? I'm so confused right now. Okay, anyway, what happens if we add 2 of the really large engines? Might be getting away with this. Right. Fuel. Add another very large. To match up with what the other guys have got. I don't think you're going to get any anti-missile missiles. You're basically going to be exactly the same design as the Spirit of Craig. But you're going to have a jump drive. Maybe a little bit less armor, because I don't think I can quite get all the armor on that they have. Shields. Could I get another launcher or something? Yeah, I think another launcher would be a good idea. We've only got 3 at the moment. Ooh, those launchers are heavy. What can I get rid of? Some of the engineering spaces. I don't mind you having a slightly higher annual failure rate. And I got rid of the bridge, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'll have the bridge back, thank you. And I think with the spare space that I've just made, we'll have some shields. Because you need to be defended. Because without you, no one can jump back home. Shields, 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 shields. Can we do? Right. So maintenance life is 1.73 years. Ooh. No. No, 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 no. We need maintenance supplies. Surprised that happened. But we need maintenance supplies. Maintenance storage bay. We'll need to get rid of... Oh, we need to get rid of some of those shields then. Where are the shields? Kabidu caught up here. Like all but 1? Wow. That's harsh. Average failure rate twice a year. Maintenance life, 2 years. Magazine. Okay, let's fill the magazine. Only chipmunks, really. So, spam chipmunks. 54 of them. We have only 3 launchers. So, honestly, that's fine. Do we have 3 or do we... We've got 4 now. That's fine. That's still, you know, firing for, what, like 13 times? I think this ship is fine. The Graceland jump cruiser. And this should be our puppy that we will be able to take out to the foreign solar systems in defense. We will also need a commercial ship that can go out and have a look. but considering that you can make commercial ships much larger, much faster, much more efficient, it just makes sense to use a commercial ship for that. The idea behind that commercial ship is just going to be sensors, 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 engines, 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 jump drive, fuel. Like, doesn't need anything like armor or anything. It might get killed, but oh well, just don't tell that to the people on board. They might get a bit angry if I say that. Shipyard tasks. Shipyard. Manage shipyard. Here we go. Wormtail. Funny, yeah, 20,000 tons exactly. I would like you to retool selected class. The Spirit of Craig. You'll be done end of this year. And the Johnson Dry Dock. Retool for the Graceland. Now, in theory, they might be able to produce the same ships because they are very close to each other. But the thing is, the jump drive is so big that it does take a large chunk. It's probably going to mean that you can't build them in the same place. However, I want them built in 1-to-3 ratios because I can jump 3 ships with every one Graceland class. So that works out rather well, almost like I designed it that way. And you are already retooled, which means you can lay down the first Graceland. Oh yeah. Construct me a Graceland. Now, this will take up Durantium. Almost 1,000. We have 1,000 stockpiled. This will not last long when we start building the other ones. Right. And we also want to start on building some nice, fast, efficient, long range. You can't really have all 3 of those, but we'll try. Survey ships with jump drives. And that'll be the next episode. So a lot of shipbuilding right now. But if you enjoyed, please like, not subscribe, please consider subscribing. And until next time, when we have a look at what is outside the solar system, I'm looking forward to. At least we won't have to do all the missile designing and all that tech stuff. All we'll do is like a jump drive for commercial and an engine for commercial. And that'll be easy done. Brilliant. I might even do that off screen. Just because it's that simple. But yeah, till next time, stay shiny.